left to go live, one left to go live. All are live. Welcome, live viewers. Welcome, replay viewers, to my broadcast. I am simulcasting all these platforms at once: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Taps, all with the username Tiffany TLC Music. Please do consider following one or more of these platforms, especially Twitter. Twitter is the only place where you can both watch and get my announcements, because I only make announcements through Twitter. What am I announcing? What am I doing? I am a singer-songwriter amongst a number of things I do, but that's what I do on here. I do all my own music, except for one song written for me. Most of it's modern American folk on the acoustic guitar, but I also do some vocal looping songs, some bluesy songs, and I try to come on most weekdays between 5:15 and 6 p.m. Pacific time. 6 p.m. Pacific time is when I try to be off, but very often I'm running quite late. Trevor, how are you? I saw all your pictures. What an amazing trip you had. Holy smokes. Hello, how are you doing? Big hug. You had such a great trip. Wow, I went through all your pictures. I saw, oh gosh, I'm spacing. I'm having a moment here. What is her name? Yeah, it looks like it was so much fun. You were a regular tourist to some extent, right? Doing like the touristy things in New York. It's funny, I lived for 3 months in New York, and I told you about that, and I didn't do any of the touristy things. It's funny when you go to a place to live, sometimes you forget, or you've always lived someplace. Sometimes you don't you don't do the basic look-see. Nikki, thank you. I saw her announcement. That was pretty awesome about the ADHD thing. That's really cool. It's great to find an answer to things that were troubling you and to figure out, that's what it is. I'm so happy for her. And how cool and freeing to announce it, to feel comfortable doing that online. That's really great. Let's see now. There it is. So I'm thinking of, I'm so done. Not done with people, just done with stress and, stress of the week. Let's just shake it off. Let's shake it off. Did you? Yeah, it is interesting. She kind of accredited social media and TikTok and therapists and things for kind of making her aware of the possibility. It's so interesting. The medical establishment is sometimes, they always have the last say, but these days there's so much we can figure out on our own before we do that last double check, It's amazing. Here we go. How are you doing? I heard about the flight you missed too. You said that in your post. What a crazy time. So long I held myself down in the dark, deep underground. But I'm coming up, I'm stepping out. It's all I can do now to shine. That I'm so done. Yeah, I wanna have fun. Wanna dance in the sun, with everyone. Getting big time crackles, guys. Now I'm done. I want to be done with crackles. Ooh, I wonder if that was loose. That made a satisfying clicking sound, like maybe it hadn't been clicked in. Let's see. Maybe I'll have to start over. I don't mind. Because now I have more stress to get free of. All right, let's hope for no more crackle. For so long I held myself down in the dark, deep underground. But I'm coming up, I'm stepping out. It's all I can do not to shout that I'm so done, done, done. Yeah, I wanna have fun, fun, fun. Wanna dance in the sun, sun, sun with everyone, one. I know why I was so low, so stressed out, I couldn't grow. I was a kid, I needed more help, so I learned to depend on myself. 'Cause I'm so done, done, done. Yeah, I wanna have fun, fun, fun. Wanna dance in the sun, sun, sun with everyone, one. Even grown up, I couldn't rest on my guard. Love was a test. Part of me deep inside still thought it was. It was how to survive. But now I'm so done, done, done. Yeah, I wanna have fun, fun, fun. Wanna dance in the sun, sun, sun with everyone, one. So happy I found my way to that part, tenderly heal my heart, to trust in my grown-up self, to trust that I could ask and get help. 'Cause I'm so done, done, done. Yeah, I wanna have fun, fun, fun. Wanna dance in the sun, sun, sun with everyone, one. 'Cause I I'm so done, done, done. Yeah, I wanna have fun, fun, fun. Wanna dance in the sun, sun, sun with everyone, one. With everyone, one. With everyone. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for hopping all over the place. Thanks for all the likes and hearts as well, you guys. If you are new, I do hope you consider following wherever you're watching from. I'm so glad you're here. And if you want to get announcements as to when I'm coming on again, especially follow on Twitter, because that's where I say, hey, that's where I say, hey, I can't come on. I guess if you follow it any or all the places and you make sure you can get notifications, then you can find out. Twitter's very good about notifying though. So that's my shtick. So good to see you guys. How are you both doing? Trevor, it's been like at least a week since you had your trip. So how have you been doing since then? I am warm, which is interesting. It's like, I think it's in the 50s, but I have a lot of warm clothes on. So maybe I overdressed. I always get warm. Thank you, Trevor. I always get warm playing, singing. Part of it is all this equipment. So what do you all have planned for this weekend? We're kind of taking it easy after last weekend. Last weekend was Halloween weekend. I don't know if you guys both saw our posts, but my post. We carved pumpkins. We made an awesome Halloween trick-or-treating setup at our house. It was so good. It was so fun. Yes, right. Hi, Matthew. Welcome. How are you doing? Trevor's been kicked out of every place he visited. You mean, what do you mean? Every place he visited online? Every place he visited on his trip? Fill me in more on the joke. I'm going to do, here's what I'm thinking. One candle. I really want to do one candle. Maybe you always knew. Maybe everybody's in a circle. Maybe train. But I think I'm going to do one candle next. Yeah. Yes, but about what? You got to flesh the joke out a little more. For me, I'm a little slow. Every restaurant because he likes eating too much. Oh, there you go, Matthew. That works. I don't know what places would you be kicked out of, Trevor? I can't imagine any. You're so helpful and nice wherever you go. Did you get to see all his pictures, Carrie? That looked like an amazing trip. Ah, yes, he had to move on. That's why he went. That's why he covered so much ground. All right, let's do one candle. I am tempted to take off my sweater so that I'm not so hot. It would mean removing my guitar for a moment, but I think it would be, maybe I'll remove my socks. I've got to do something because I'm like, I just want to do something that doesn't carry with it a lot of disruption. Okay, I need this song. Where is it? Do 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 do. There it is. Do 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 do. Oh, I know it is. All right, I'm going to okay, guys, I'll be right back. Do 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 do. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just taking off a layer. It's too warm. What's the temperature where you guys are? How hot or cool is it where you are? What the hell's going on? I'm like tangled up. I'm tangled, guys. Sock removal. Ooh la la. Getting into it with you guys. Take off my socks. Ooh, that reminds me of Jairus's song about, what was that song about asking somebody to take off their socks? I haven't been on one of his broadcasts in so long. It sounds so weird. I can't hear my reverb till I put these back on. Ah, that's better. Now I can hear myself. All right. So One Candle is a song about feeling hopeless and needing a vision of hope, coming together virtually with COVID. 39. Show me your socks. Show me your socks. That's right. It's not even about taking off your socks. Just show your socks, right? 43. Wow. 80 degrees in Tucson, Arizona. Oh my gosh. Hi, Michael. Wait. Thanks for subscribing, Michael Murray. On Haps, thank you so much. You provide the perfect introduction to remind folks that they can follow me in any or all of these spots. Especially recommend Twitter because it's the only place where you can watch and get announcements. So with that, let's do One Candle. Thankfully, things are not as bad. Well, maybe they are, as what was described in this song. Maybe they are. Maybe just less visible. When you want your candle in your hands and its flame is thin and it's flickering. When the clouds are thick and the moon is thin and your sight is dim. Come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. What about pumpkin spice candle? We'll make our way through the night, holding hands warm and tight. More will join as we go, step by step, however slow. come to me, oh, come to me. Let us start as one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. Wow. To navigate, to collaborate, not engage in hate, commit to share one thing. Going peacefully with empathy, integrity, inclusivity. So come to me, oh, come to me. Let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. Well, let science guide, set the unprovable aside, keep open mind, see what we find. We look inside, see where five sides, expose it to light, invite it to take flight. So come to me, oh, come to me. Let us start as one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. It may take time now and then we'll fall, but someday we'll reach our goals. Safety, equality, opportunity for all humanity. So come to me, oh, come to me. Let us start as one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. 2 houses. Oh, very nice. 15 miles or so from your home. Wow, what a trip. Strawberry Plains. You guys will have to meet up. So tell me what the pumpkin spice candle thing meant. Is that what you have burning right now? This is the time of year. Candles like that, instant headache for me. Bam. Boom. So I don't touch anything. That's what you have burning. Very nice. Very nice in theory. For me, cannot for even a second. Can't even look at a candle. Can't even be near a candle. Can't even be in the same room with an unlit smelly candle. I call them smelly because that's a little bit of a harsh description, but same thing goes for lotion, for you name it. Instant headache. That's sad. It's very hard. There's some very lovely smelling things. I can do flowers, but if it's got any like official fragrance perfume, I can only sing about candles. Okay, pumpkin spice candle, 1 candle. Sorry, I was not making the connection. Yes, I can only sing about candles. You're right. I can have beeswax candles. Oh, yeah. For me, it's like migraine. I remember I loved this perfume back in the day. It was called Eternity. But I finally had to admit, like, I had to get rid of it. Like, it would just, like, the moment I put it on, bam, migraine. This is not a good thing. So beeswax candles or just scent-free candles in general, I can do. But add a big scent to it, official scent that's not natural or whatever, or even essential oils. But beeswax, for some reason, I think is okay. So I follow now what you were saying, why you were bringing up the candle. I just was not thinking. So we did 1 candle. We did I'm So Done. Both good end of the week songs. When did the headache start? Probably college. And I think the primary, well, migraines run in my family. My maternal aunt had horrible, horrible migraines during her fertile years. I still have them, even though like I'm not in menopause yet, but but I think the primary cause for mine might be, yes, laundry detergent, perfume shops, candle shops, fabric stores, totally. We use fragrance-free everything. The worst, fabric softener sheets. Oh my God. And unfortunately, our neighbor seems to do laundry every day. We actually gave them a gift of reusable laundry static remover things, but I don't think they use them because it's just eye-burningly smelly out there with that kind of fabric softener sheet smell. But I think the primary cause, the primary culprit, the underlying issue is sleep apnea, which I'm currently in the process of getting a sleep appliance for. It's like an oral appliance that you wear at night, which I'm really looking forward to. I think that's sort of the biggest contributor to my migraines, but obviously the fragrance is also bad. Some unscented stuff. It does. That's true. That's true. There's a difference between unscented, or I think there's lingo they use to distinguish, like, hey, some of our ingredients smell, but we didn't add perfume. It's not fragrance free. I don't remember. There's different ways for them to identify. I also don't do well with, I mean, nobody does really, but I'm very sensitive to, maybe unusually sensitive to like PVC things. Like, have you ever gotten something? I can get something in the mail that has that toxic off-gassing smell. Usually it's something that maybe looks rubbery or whatever, and hives, like my throat feels like it's going to close up. I get itchy all over my face and my neck. Unscented laundry detergent smells like a glue stick. Oh no. Oh, I'll bet. Oh, Carrie, yeah, that was probably back in the day, too. They were probably using all kinds of stuff without awareness of toxicity, I'm guessing. I'm not familiar with the specific chemicals used even now. Well, there's probably not much of that going on now, right? Because so much is digital. Although for the printed newspaper and magazine business, there's still got to be, I don't know what's done now, but I'm guessing the photo development itself is all digital now. I know some photography artists still use the traditional developing process. We've seen some interesting pieces on that. Okay, so what did we do? We did I'm So Done. We did One Candle. We haven't moved on. So how about we do everybody's how about we do You Always Knew, and then we'll end on Train. How about that? A lot of throat clearing here. So You Always Knew is a love song. It's a love song. Like my accent. Oh, wow. Really? Have you heard my Train song? It was written for my son. He was little. Each night as we fall asleep, our snuggled up to us tight. You're holding my hand, I love you's all around, and sweet, sweet good nights. I'm always shocked every night inside. I gasp to think that love I feel, the family we made, and it didn't come to pass. With all that I am and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. You restored a door, the Sierra Club, my summer job. You opened the door, smiled down at me, a white marble Greek god. I had another guy, law school coming, I was moving away. But when you asked me out, looked at me that way, yes, I had to say. All that I am and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. I had told you, my Santa, our first date ended, and with it came our first goodbye. But the hug we shared before you left, it did not tell a lie. I had told you my Santa Barbara guy had bought me tickets to fly. You called me up at work to refund his money, said you had to try. With all that I have and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. Months went by, I left my other guy, found me, we started a fling. But I still didn't know the way you did, that this would be the thing. You moved for work, but every Friday night you flew to me. You called me up, you cared for me, yeah, you slowly helped me see. With all that I have and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. Yesterday, the anniversary of our 10th year. Another blessed day, another blessed night with you right here. You're my best friend, lover of my dreams, such care you take of me, dear. And if I close my eyes, our handwritten vows, I can still hear. We said, with all that I am and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew, you always knew, you always knew. song. And I like the story behind the song. There's much more to the story than is captured in the song because it was too long as it was. I couldn't fit any more in. Thanks, Trevor. TLC to you from me. All right, let's do one more song in honor of Matthew's brother. Works for the railroad. What does he do? If you feel like sharing. This is often done at the end of my broadcast. It is the music train leaving the station without us. The train is leaving the station because the broadcast is coming to an end. But I will take a moment to put it out there one more time that you can follow me at Tiffany TLC Music on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, or Haps. I especially encourage Twitter. It's the only place where you can watch and get my announcements. It's the only place I make announcements. Wherever you follow, make sure to, through your phone and through the app, tell it that you want to get notifications from me. Notifications, period. And you won't get a lot from me. I don't tweet except, the only announcement you'll get is, hey, she's coming on, or hey, she's not coming on. Uh-oh. There was some kind of comment that got, let's see. Okay. We'll go ahead and keep that hidden. All right, let's go ahead and do Train Train. Hope you all have a great weekend. Shake off the stress of the week if you had any. Say goodbye to the ow. Here we go. Hello. You know what? I only do my own songs. I'm sorry about that. I don't know that on guitar or whatnot. So sorry about that. Oh boy. Okay. Thank you for offering. I actually don't want to become famous, but thank you. Here we go. Train, train, ooh, chugga, 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 train, train, ooh, chugga, chugga. I see a train, it's going down the tracks. I'm afraid that it won't come back. Train, train, ooh, chugga, 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 train, train, ooh, chugga, chugga. It's going farther than my eyes can see. Hey there, train, away from me. Train, train, chugga, 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 train, train, chugga, chugga. It's no use, it's too far gone. Now to the left, he's singing this song. Train, train, chugga, 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 train, train, chugga, chugga. Train, train, chugga, 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 train, train, chugga, chugga. That was commissioned by my 4.5-year-old son, then 4.5-year-old son. Thank you. No, it is not my art, actually. It is my son's and nieces and nephews and other kids' art. All right, everyone. We have a swarm on Twitter. If you are actually here for the music and you do enjoy it, please do consider following. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Carrie, Trevor, let's scroll back. Carrie, Trevor, Michael, so great to have you on. Others who are enjoying the music. Take care. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye. Thank you. You too, Carrie. Have a good one. Nope, I'm off for the night. Sorry, World War Zimmerman. Bye, Trevor. Take care.